Good morning, family. Good night to some. What time is it? It's 3:44 here in the morning, but I'm up, right? I'm up because I have to, have that little long time to do my own personal study. You know, this is an ongoing process. So, a question I want to put on your mind is, why do we associate darkness with evil? Why is it that every time you think of something being dark, oh, that's evil? Or that's demonic. And oftentimes when we do that, we don't even have a definition on what evil and demonic is for us. You understand what I'm saying? So where am I going with this? Let's talk about our dark sides, what people consider our dark sides, and how we need to push away our dark side or suppress our dark side, or not associate ourselves with our dark sides at all. But how dare you push something away from you that is a part of you? And where am I going with that? So when we begin to push things away from us that's a part of us, we can't be whole. And I mean things mainly as our fears. When we have certain fears, those fears are considered as darkness that we do not want to tend to. It's understandable that, oh, okay, such and such may have happened to me, or this or that may have happened to me, and I don't even want to think about it anymore. But what are you doing to yourself? You're causing suppression for something that for one, you already don't understand why it happened or whatever. And for two, you're not allowing yourself to even process it. So now that's considered as darkness. We also have darkness comes in so many different ways, but you have to look at what balance out that darkness. People are quick to say, oh, love and light, love and light. But if you don't understand your darkness, how can you understand your love and light? They coincide together. Where there's the sun, there's the moon. Where there's light, there's darkness. Where there's feminine energy, there's masculine energy. You see what I'm saying? You see where I'm going to? Where there's yin, there's yang. But some of the same people that's telling us to suppress our darkness are claiming to be on a level of balance. Damn, this 3-something in the morning. I ain't have plans on doing this. A lot of my videos I don't have plans on doing. But this is something to put into your mind. How can you move forward and heal without addressing what is hindering you? And this was me for a very long time, and I got a big ass reality check. As I started, every time I was progressing in life, moving forward, it was like a boom, rock bottom. I'm like, what the hell am I doing wrong? I wasn't accepting all of me. I wasn't accepting that I talk a lot. Hey, this is who I am. Even though I do it, am I really accepting it? When I'm in front of people and I begin to talk, is it something pulling inside of me like, hush, child, or hush, sis? Is there any type of shame or embarrassment? And at one point in time in my life, that was. But I had to go and find the rooting cause. And the rooting cause isn't just always, something that has happened to you recently. It's not always something that has happened to you as a child. Sometimes this go lifetimes back. Sometimes things like this is attached to your generation. But because we consider things like astrology and, psychic abilities, even though everybody has those abilities, things like that we do not know about, we push them to being dark. And once we push them to being dark, we label them as evil. So truth be told, if you label something, a characteristic of you as evil, aren't you considered evil? And aren't you in opposition to yourself? See where I'm going with this? So often we begin to hear things and we apply it to us without understanding, first and foremost, who we are as individuals and what we hold on the inside of us. No, I said this just by every video because let me tell you, it ain't been easy. And I don't expect for things to be easy, but in my life I do expect for it to flow effortlessly and as easy as it's going to be. But if we just came to this earth to get everything that we wanted and needed and desired instantly, just like that, without any type of growth, what benefit is it? How does that benefit you? You see what I'm saying? Think about our children as we teach them, they grow. Sometimes they have to bump their head, but they grow and they learn from their lessons, and you as well. But if we even begin with our children, pushing certain things upon them, oh, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do this, this is evil, this is not this, you know how they're going to learn. They're wise. If you look around in society now, a lot of people don't know they're wise. Some people have routines and they don't know they're wise. They only do it because this is what they were, taught to do. You have your fears, and then you have some of your negative thinking that blocks you from even just taking a step over, taking a leap. And this is me. I used to battle with my mind. This is why I push with, it's all about the mind. Because whenever you get your mind in alignment with who you are, you have more clarity. But if your thoughts, what they consider evil thoughts, constantly coming to your mind, are they evil thoughts or are they a part of you? Now that can go into so many different ways. Do understand that. But some of our thoughts are self-inflicted. Some of our thoughts are put in from our parents. Some of our thoughts are put in just from the environment that we're in, which is why it is very important when you begin to elevate and grow. You have to remove yourself from some things and some people that you were vibing with in that moment. Let me tell you something about this growth thing. Once you actually make up your mind that this is what this is going to be, your expectations have to cease. And that's the issue that I used to have. Expecting certain things to go a certain way for me when I wanted, how I wanted it. Understand that. I could be just that stubborn. But I've also understand now that things gonna go as planned. And sometimes when we endure certain things, certain pains, and some of us feed off of pain. And I did a video on that before. Some of us don't get to moving until some pain hit. Understand that. And some people may correlate pain with darkness. What is darkness for you? Darkness is that moment when we pull in and, we get that self-reflection that darkness is necessary. You could think about when it's time to even go to bed. What do? We turn the lights off then, right? We turn the lights off so we could process, so we could get that, what they say, go into that REM sleep really, really good so that our pineal gland could get activated a little bit more. See, a lot of people don't even go deep to learning more about that and the benefit of darkness and how darkness benefits you. We only think about how darkness comes against us. But where is darkness without light? Think about the moon phases. You go from the new moon to the full moon. You go from whether it's waxing or wanting to want and waxing, but it goes. Where the sun is shining, where you're facing the sun until you're facing down just more of the earth. When you think about darkness, that darkness, even when it comes down to meditation and thinking, your subconscious mind versus your conscious mind, they both work together, but your subconscious mind can cause you to, if it's not balanced, to bring forth negative thoughts, negative action, fears of the unknown. Darkness is unknown for the most part. Think about when it's time to crop. Most of those go off the moon phases, and you got sun and you got your rainy weather. You even got your seasons. You have your summertime, your springtime for blooming, and you have your winter months for the dying off. You think about your life, you're living, then there is death. Death to you is not always what death is to me or the next person. But we all have to go through that phase, whether it's in a relationship that's been great, but some issues got to be tackled and this isn't working. Death has to occur in order for rebirth to form. It's all about understanding the process, understanding your whys. So this is what I want you guys to do. And this is for yourself, not people around you. First, I want you to get you a piece of paper. And I want you to write down all the dark aspects of you, or what you think is dark, or what you think is evil, or what you think is negative. Fear, overthinking. And sometimes when we do, it's almost like we just get used to being in a shithole, that we expect a shithole, not realizing that because we expect a shithole, we're drawing a shithole to us. You understand what I'm saying? But what makes you start expecting this shithole? Take it back as you need to. Take it as far back as you need to. Oh, okay. I was taught this growing up. Okay. What else? You see what I'm saying? Okay, let's even, I'm finna give y'all an example with something like this, right? Say, for instance, when it comes down to, I'm going to save that, because I'm not going to be able to cut that short. I'm going to save that. But take a piece of paper, write all those negative characteristics about yourself. And ask yourself, why do I hold this? And how have this hindered me? Is this really darkness? Or is it who I am? I was telling, some women, about some things that happen when it comes down to suppression. And honoring who you are, whether it's darkness, whether it's light. Oh, this video is pretty long. I was telling them, basically, even those dark moments or those dark characteristics that that's been pushed on you, or that you believe is dark or evil, think about a time that it may be beneficial to you or somebody else. That anger that you always hold in. Okay, what cause do you have? I love representing and giving information when it comes down to, advocating for special ed and mental health. How can I use that anger to support my cause? I push that shit out where it's needed. When there's injustice in some type of way, and it's a cause for me, you push that. So what happens if you didn't have that anger that is so evil? You wouldn't be able to stand your ground in a situation where it's needed. Balance out your feminine energy and your warrior. Your warrior is needed. But that femininity is as well. All right, y'all, because I didn't expect this to be almost 14 minutes. But ask yourself these questions. Yeah, it may seem like it's a little irritation coming from me, but it possibly is. Because these are certain things that block you. These are certain things that cause you not to heal. Or when you feel like you're healing and bam, I'm back down. Because we're in opposition with ourselves and who we are as an energy, as an individual. We can't push into our purpose because we're denying ourselves of who we are. Or we're denying ourselves knowledge of who we are. Or we're just denying ourselves understanding. You see what I'm saying? I love y'all, family. I love y'all because I have so many points of this, but y'all already know how it gets sometimes. And I want to get a little nap in before I have to go to work. Understand? All is well. And it will continue to be well. As it will be, I am the leading boss lady. Look, for those on YouTube, do not forget to follow me on Facebook. For those on Facebook, do not forget to follow me on YouTube. YouTube, it is the Leading Boss Lady. Riri Young, same as with Facebook. You'll see my picture. You'll see my logo. It's time to drop everything if you're really ready to heal and push forward. And in order to do that, we have to begin with understanding us as an individual. I love y'all, my family. Good morning to some, good night to others. Ashe. Let's see how to turn it. There it goes.